Have you ever sat in silence, your mind screaming louder than the world around you? You're doing everything, but somehow it feels like nothing is working. The checklist grows, the pressure builds, and no matter how fast you run, peace seems 2 steps ahead. But what if the way out isn't by doing more, but by doing less with purpose? What if ancient wisdom, thousands of years old, held the keys to unlocking calm in the chaos? Today, we're not just talking about anxiety. We're dismantling it brick by brick with truth, clarity, and the calm power of Stoic philosophy. The storm inside. I want you to know the truth. You're not broken. The pressure, the overwhelm, the restlessness, they're not your flaws. They're signals. You're not lazy or weak. You're human. And you're also more powerful than you've been led to believe. I was once like you, frozen under the weight of my own mind, drowning in the noise of shoulds and what-ifs, until I discovered a different way to live. Not by chasing success harder, not by pushing myself to exhaustion, but by becoming still enough to hear what truly mattered. And it all began with one ancient idea. You are not your circumstances. You are how you respond to them. Reframing anxious thoughts. Awareness is power. Let me tell you about a woman I met not too long ago. On paper, she had everything. An impressive job, a beautiful apartment, a full calendar. But inside, she was breaking. She told me, "Every night I feel like I'm sprinting toward a finish line that doesn't exist." I asked her, "Who's holding the stopwatch?" She paused. That was the beginning. We often believe our anxious thoughts are facts. They're not. They're interpretations, and interpretations can be challenged. The woman began to observe her thoughts like clouds, passing, not defining her. She learned to say, "This is anxiety talking. It's not reality." That's mindfulness in action. Stoic wisdom teaches us the same. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal, "Not for the world, but to remind himself, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your mind is not your enemy, but without awareness, it can be your master. Train it, talk back to it. Don't believe everything it says." The breath. A return to the present. One of the simplest, yet most profound tools you have is your breath. It's the remote control for your nervous system. When I was spiraling through anxiety attacks, I learned a technique that changed everything. 4-7-8 breathing. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8. Do this for just a minute. Feel your chest soften, your shoulders drop. The storm slows. Why does this work? Because it pulls you into now, not tomorrow's fears, not yesterday's regrets. Just this breath, just this second. And in this second, you are safe. Seneca, a great Stoic, said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Breath brings you back to reality. Use it. Simplify to amplify. The power of fewer priorities. We live in an age where busy is glorified, but busy isn't brave. It's often an escape. I had a client who was burning out working 16-hour days. He told me, "If I stop moving, everything will fall apart." I said, "Maybe you need to let some things fall so the right things can rise." Together, we made a 2-column list: what matters versus what drains. We cut 60% of his commitments. The result? His income went up, his stress went down, and for the first time in years, he enjoyed his morning coffee without guilt. You don't need more time. You need fewer distractions. The Stoics believed in essentialism. Focus only on what serves your highest purpose. Everything else is noise. Creating digital distance. Protect your inner space. Your mind is not a trash can. Stop letting the world dump into it all day. How many times have you woken up and reached for your phone before your feet touch the floor? That one decision can set off a chain reaction of comparison, urgency, and anxiety that lasts all day. Try this for 1 week. No screens for the first and last 30 minutes of your day. Replace it with silence, breathwork, or journaling. Marcus Aurelius would rise early and write to himself, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive. You can't hear your soul when the noise of the world is louder. Silence is sacred. Protect it. Control the controllables, the core of Stoic peace. If anxiety is a storm, control is your anchor. The Stoics taught that peace is not found in perfect circumstances, but in understanding what is and isn't within our power. You can't control the economy, the weather, other people, the past, the future, but you can control how you breathe, what you focus on, what you feed your mind, what actions you take today. This is your power, and it's enough. Epictetus said, "It's not things that upset us, but our opinions about them. Change your perspective, and the whole world changes. Let go of the past. It's not yours anymore." Regret is a thief. It steals your present for a past you can't fix. I once wasted years reliving a failure. Then I realized that my past was gone, and my suffering was self-inflicted. I was stabbing myself with memories. The Stoics believed regret was useless, not because they lacked compassion, but because they understood time. What's done is done. Learn, forgive, release. As the Buddha said, you will not be punished for your anger. You will be punished by your anger. The same goes for regret. Don't chain yourself to ghosts. Don't fear the future, prepare for it. Anxiety often disguises itself as planning, but obsessive planning isn't preparation. It's fear with a clipboard. Train your mind to prepare for what's possible, but detach from what's unpredictable. That balance is wisdom. Practice this. For every fear that arises about the future, write down one small action you can take today to feel more in control. Then do it. That's courage. You are not behind, you're becoming. Let me leave you with this truth. You are not behind. You are becoming. Carl Sagan once said, "The Earth is a very small stage in a vast cosmic arena. In the grand timeline of the universe, your worries are specks of dust. Your shame, your deadlines, your comparisons, they vanish under the stars. So breathe. Let the weight fall off. And remember this. No one knows what they're doing. Everyone is improvising. The wisest people aren't the loudest. They're the ones who've stopped chasing and started listening." Closing thought. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be here. Now, in this breath, in this moment, that's where your power lives. So let today be the day you stop trying to outrun your anxiety and instead meet it with compassion and strength. You are not your fear, your past, or your overwhelm. You are the calm in the storm, and you are not alone.